In this video, I'm going to discuss a very quick tip that will allow you to never lose your work again, particularly when you're working with large project files, like you're working on a book report, some sort of large document, or if you're working on a complex editing project, or some complicated graphics, anything in Photoshop, Microsoft Word. We'll consider Microsoft Word in this example. So here I have a very large document with 25,000 words in it. And what happens when you're working with documents of this size is you'll come to a certain point in the document where you'll be typing along and perhaps you deleted an entire paragraph, or maybe something jumped around and you're not quite sure what you just did. And you want to save your work, but you don't know if by saving it, you're going to overwrite a previous mistake or you're going to apply a mistake that you just made. This happens in Word. This happens in any sort of complex app where you're making very important changes that can affect the entire document. In programming, I do this trick a lot as well. And the trick is, each time you go to save your work, you're going to select Save As, and then you're going to browse. And now when you get to the typical Save dialog box, simply come here and put a dash and then increment the number. So this is -2, and then push the Save button, and you'll return to your work. And as you go about working on your project, again, this is for longer projects that often take days to complete. Each time you push the Save button, you simply increment it to another integer and push Save. So the effect this has is it creates a queue of saved file states right in your folder for your project. So this is when I first started working on the project. Let's say this is my next day of work. Let's say this is my third day of work, or this could be 1, 2, and 3 hours of work. When I'm working on a really big project, I sometimes have between 20 and 40 of these files saved, meaning that my folder might actually look something like this for a longer project. And this is so valuable because what always happens is, as explained in the beginning of the video, you might come to an instance where you, say, accidentally delete an entire chapter. See, I just deleted chapter 1 here with just a very quick keyboard command. And if I were to press save right now, I'm literally destroying an entire chapter. It's very easy to make these sorts of mistakes when it comes to computer programs, which is why a system like this is so valuable. Because if I get to this point and I realize, oh my gosh, I'm missing an entire chapter, all I have to do is dig back through my files and search for the text that I just deleted. Again, I use this system in lots of complex projects. I use it in Photoshop a lot because in Photoshop, sometimes you're making destructive edits to existing layers. And if you're not quite sure you want to commit an edit, it's really nice to have that layer saved as a backup file. And then at the end of it all, when you're all done, when you're ready to turn in your book report, when you're ready to turn in your project, when everything is complete, when you've double checked it, then you can just simply come here and just delete all these items. Just send them to the recycle bin and you're done. You don't have to worry about the previous states of the project once you're happy with the final state of your project. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little file saving trick. And again, this has saved my life in hundreds of situations over the last 10 years. So I hope it works for you too. And if it does, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And thanks for watching.